So good morning, Year 3. For this lesson, we are going to venture inside the book. So this is the first time reading the beginning of the story. And again, I wouldn't like you to read on any further than where I'm going. So you can open your book now, but read along with me, and we're going to stop at a certain point. Okay. So, Leon and the place between. It says at the bottom, let the magic begin. And as we read, I want you to really look at the beautiful illustrations. They are gorgeous in this book. I love all this gold filigree work, very fine metal work. And this is the picture we know so well that we looked at yesterday. I wonder what you predicted would happen. I wonder if any of you were close to the truth. Let's find out. So here are the children. They have gone inside the tent. They were brave and went inside the tent. I wonder what will happen now. I don't believe in magic, said Tom, as he settled on the grass in the show tent. Around him, the crowd waited impatiently for something to happen. It's not real, hissed Pete. It's only tricks. Little Mo looked disappointed. Shh now, whispered their brother, Leon. It will be magic. You have to believe. Look, it's going to begin. So we think that this is Leon, this is Little Mo, and this is Tom and Pete, but we're not sure which way round they go. And look at the bottom here, we have a figure who is shhing them. It looks a little bit like the moon. The lanterns went out. In the darkness, the crowd fidgeted with excitement. There was a cough, a whisper, and then a loud hush. At last, a soft blue glow lit the stage and the curtains twitched. I wonder what a loud hush sounds like. It's a very unusual phrase. And look, these are some of the gold stars that I think we saw on the first page, just leaking out of the tent. I wonder if that's the magic. With a ripple of gold braid, the ribbons slowly parted. And gold braid, if you haven't come across that word before, is like gold ribbon, sort of embroidered ribbon, like the one that this is written on. Bang! 3 jugglers tumbled onto the stage to the pounding beat of a drum. Skittles flew, fast and furious, back and forth, up and over. The tambourines rattled, loud and louder. Skittles spun, high and higher. The jugglers twisted, fast and faster. Then, bang, the skittles went up, but they didn't come down. Everybody cheered and clapped. The jugglers bowed and bounced away. Once more, there was only darkness. Now, one dim spotlight found a barrel organ, still and silent on the stage. And this here is a picture of the barrel organ. Can you see that? Everyone held their breath. The handle began to turn, but there was no hand upon it. Note by note, the tinkling song of the carousel started to dance from the pipes. Fold out, it says. Wow, look at this. Up jumped a barrel organ monkey, all made of wood and tiny hinges. He beckoned to the moon to light the mechanical toys. And here's the moon. A red-eyed crocodile snapped at a running boy's heel. A ballerina turned on her pink satin shoe. Painted animals paraded into the ark, and a flying machine lurched through the air, up, up, and over the moon. I think this might be that flying machine. Take a moment here just to pause and really look at the mechanical animals. So interesting, and we're going to be using our mechanical animals later today to make something very creative. Carefully fold back in. At last, the barrel organ fell silent. No one stirred. For a moment, the tiny creaks of the mechanical toys cast their own spell. Then they slowed, jerked awkwardly, and were still. The solemn monkey took a stiff bow, and the curtains closed to loud applause. "Now," said Leon, edging forward in the dark. "Now it's going to happen." Outside in the night, an owl hooted, and with a swish, the curtains opened. And here is Leon, all surrounded by those golden stars, and I wonder how he's feeling now. What do you think? And here is the magician. He has arrived. A cloud of purple smoke filled the stage, and there he was, Abdul-Kazam. Sparks flew from his fingertips. Leon could smell the magic. I wonder what magic smells like. What would it smell like to you? And again, we've got these gold glittering stars. "Trust nothing," said Abdul-Kazam, "but believe everything." He threw his arms into the air and the magic began. Paper flowers blossomed from his sleeves. Silk scarves changed colour at a whispered word. Water poured into a hat, turned into night air. Bright white handkerchiefs became fluttering doves. You can see the doves, the cards, the paper flowers, all coming from Abdul-Kazam's sleeves. The crowd was amazed. Then Abdul-Kazam stepped aside, and there was a door into a box. Who will step into the magic? Leon knew it had to be him. He stepped up to the stage and climbed into the box. There was a gasp from Little Mo, and the door shut behind him. I want you to stop there in the story and let's just have a little think. How do the children feel? We know Little Mo gasped. Is she nervous? Is she excited? How's Leon feeling? Is he apprehensive or is he excited? Is he nervously stepping into the box or is he climbing the ladder quickly? And Abdul-Kazam, what's this that he's holding? Is this part of the magic? No further in the story, please. Stop there with Leon stepping into the box. RTLP today is, can I create tension by what the character does? So there's a couple of things to explain in there. So can I make tension? What does tension mean? It means that feeling when you're on the edge of finding something out, but you don't know exactly what it's going to be. So maybe you're opening a door really slowly and peeking through to see what's on the other side. It makes your body feel tense and clenched because it's going to be a surprise. It's going to be different. You don't know what's going to happen. That feeling of tension. So what we're going to do today is we're going to write some sentences that create tension, that make you think, what's going to happen to Leon when he steps in the box? Now, the reason I've got my magnifying glasses today is because we're not going to tell the readers what's going on. We're not going to say Leon felt scared. We're going to show. So we're going to give the reader clues. We're not going to tell them. We're going to create tension by giving clues. And today we're really focusing on our ing words because that's the present tense. So it makes us feel as if we're right there with Leon. So let's have a go. I'll model a couple of sentences and then you're going to have a go at writing some of your own. Okay, so first of all, we're going to think about the different body parts that Leon has and what might be happening to those as he steps towards the magic box. So I'm going to start with his knees. So we do need a capital letter at the beginning of this sentence. I'm going to put knees trembling. Knees trembling. And again, we have that present tense with the ing here because we're trying to be in the moment with him. Knees trembling. Now we could say he stepped towards the ladder, which is nice. I'm going to say he edged towards the golden ladder because that really makes me think about him shuffling very slowly, maybe moving sidewards, really being very nervous. He edged, and I said the word nervous, didn't I? I might put nervously towards the golden ladder. So the end of the last part was that Leon knew it had to be him. So knees trembling, comma. He edged nervously towards the golden ladder. And of course, at the end, I need my full stop. Okay. Now let's think about a different body part, shall we? I wonder what his fingers were doing as he reached out to touch the ladder. So we've already had trembling. I might say fingers gripping. Fingers gripping tightly. Now I've just said golden ladder. I'm going to say he clung to the rungs. So fingers gripping tightly, comma. He clung. That means he hung on to. He was clinging. He clung to he clung on to the. I'm trying to think of that thin rungs or the. Delicate, that's a good word, the delicate rungs, because it's a magician's ladder, isn't it? So I think it's all quite delicate and golden. He clung on to the delicate rungs, and the rungs of the ladder are the bits that go across. Now, nowhere have I said he's scared, but lots of words give you a clue. If your knees are trembling, that suggests that you're scared. If we use the adverb nervously, that gives us a clue he's scared. Fingers gripping tightly. I don't think he'd be gripping tightly. I've done that wrong. Fingers gripping tightly. Good thing I checked, you see. It's really important. Fingers gripping tightly, he clung on to the delicate rungs, okay? And clung is another clue. See, it's always so important to go back and check. Now, I'm not going to give you lots of these, but I might give you a few body parts that you could think about. So here are just a few examples of some body parts you can use. Remember, you want an ing verb to match your body part. So really try and think of other ones. So we could say mouth gaping, mouth slackening, forehead crinkling or wrinkling, chin we've got trembling, chin wobbling. Oh, wobbling makes me feel very like he would be very scared. Remember, we're looking for those clues. Now, you don't have to do all of these. Pick out the ones where you can think of a really good sentence to go with it. As always, I always say, I'd rather have a few which were really good than lots that you hadn't put as much thought into. So I want to hear you reading out your pieces of work on Zoom later and I want to feel tense and scared and a bit nervous inside myself, because if you're a really good author, that's what you will do to your reader. You will help them to feel like Leon felt. Okay, I really look forward to seeing these later. If you're finding it tricky, remember we're on Drop-in Zoom, so we can help you do some of these together. See you later. Bye-bye.